Vanishing Folklore and Beliefs.
The Faroes. Fairy Mythology, public domain reading, circa 1892. The Faroes Islands. Sigurd took the very best sword that the dwarves had ever smithed. The people of the Faroes believe in the same classes of beings as the inhabitants of the countries whence their ancestors came. They call the trolls underground people, hollow men, Fodin Skamend, and Hudelfolk. These trolls used frequently to carry people into their hills and detain them there. Among several other instances, Debes gives the following. Whilst Mr. Ter was priest in Ostero, it happened that one of his hearers was carried away and returned again. At last, the said young man being to be married, and everything prepared, and the priest being arrived the Saturday before at the parish, the bridegroom was carried away, wherefore they sent folks to look after him. But he could not be found. The priest desired his friends to have good courage, and that he would come again, which he did at last. And he related that the spirit that led him away was in the shape of a most beautiful woman, and very richly dressed, who desired him to forsake her, whom he was now to marry, and consider how ugly his mistress was in comparison of her, and what fine apparel she had. He said also that he saw the men that sought after him, and that they went close by him, but they could not see him, and that he heard their calling, and yet he could not answer them, but that when he would not be persuaded, he was again left at liberty. The people of the Faroes called the Nisis or brownies Njagrusar, and described them as little creatures with red caps on their heads, that bring luck to any place where they take up their abode. It is the belief of the people of these islands that every 99th the seals pull off their skins and assume human form, and dance and sport about on the land. After some time they resume their seal skins and return to the water. The following adventure, it is said, once occurred. A man happening to pass by where a female seal was disporting herself in the form of a woman, found her skin and took and hid it. When she could not find her skin to creep into, she was forced to remain in the human form, and as she was fair to look upon, that same man took her to be his wife, had children by her, and lived right happily with her. But after a long time, the wife eventually found her sealskin, which had been stolen, and she could not resist the temptation to creep into it, and so she became a seal again and returned to the sea. The neck, called Naikar, is also an object of popular faith in the Faroes. He inhabits the streams and lakes, and takes a delight in drowning people.